We'll roll it back real quick. We're live now. I'm sorry. No, but the good thing is the audio has been recorded for the podcast. The audio and the intro, everything's been recorded.
Did we record video during that, or just
no?
Oh, so okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So I got to go back through all these comments. No. You guys kind of saw it. I'll just run them through real quick. So The Darkness, the series I've collected as a kid, very awesome. I just went back to my hometown recently. We'll do the Cliff Notes version. And so The Darkness has been around for a while. He's had many crossovers from DC, Marvel, etc. By the way, this is Paper Falcon. Thanks for joining us. Let me bring up your Instagram again really quick, because I feel like I need to do that too. I'm sorry, guys. This is like my first day.
This is my first day.
I'm glad I actually.
I just got the notification that we're live.
All right, we're live.
I'm gonna check that every time. No.
Yeah, you should do that. So anyway, Paper Falcon, Vido, known you for quite a while, 10 years plus.
I feel like we're on the 1.5.
Yeah, 1.5
setting on the video.
Yeah. You're quite an artist here. This is us here. Let me bring you up here. Paper Falcon. Like I said, the podcast will have the beginning of the episode. So for you guys just joining the stream, if you want to catch up, we can listen to the podcast.
Yeah, just listen to the first 15 minutes of
podcast. Anyway, so got some this is some of your artwork here. You do some commissions, right? And really, really cool stuff. I love this freaking scorpion. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, let me just destroy the microphone in my excitement.
And then you've got
I gotta say my favorite Mortal Kombat character though is probably Aaron Black, but I do like Scorpion.
That's respectable, because Scorpion, I like Scorpion too, but he is definitely a lot of people play him and he's very annoying to play.
My favorite to use is Quan Chi, because he's broken.
Yeah. So
we got the Scarlet Witch.
That was the Scarlet Witch. So we got started about 10 minutes late on our stream, technically. So I apologize, guys, if anyone's still coming in. By the way, who's that handsome lad? We got to go back through it. That's an awesome Green Arrow cosplay there. So yeah, if you want commissions done, you can go to, it's Paper Art Falcon here, right? And then
Paper Falcon Art,
right? Just read what I'm showing you, because I can't read. And then
you can also email
him here at neosnake4@gmail. Does some incredible artwork, and he's quite the chef as well, as you can see. All right, did we get caught up, you think? I apologize.
I think we're good.
The question at hand is the Darkness comic. How many crossovers? Right. Oh, not how many crossovers. Name 5 crossovers that you think he's crossed over.
So we're gonna go with Archie McPhee for one, and I mean that one.
Archie
McPhee.
Okay, that's respectable.
We're gonna go Codename Kids Next Door, because I have to.
That's out there, but okay.
We're gonna go Teen Titans. You said there's a pretty wide variety in here. Okay, I'm trying to be a loose cannon here. I'm trying to hit every mark.
I gotcha.
Pretty much. So what's that? That's 3 so far. Mm-hmm. Let me think.
I'm actually bringing up a list of them right now just to make sure I haven't missed any in the last few years.
Yeah.
There's a lot though.
Okay.
There's a whole
so we're
shit
thinking
ton of them.
we're thinking mid 2000s here.
Yeah.
I think I should dip into anime.
I have a
little bit.
I do have a lot of these in this pile right now. Actually.
I'm gonna go with Tokyo Ghoul.
Okay.
All right, I got one more guess here to make it a good one.
Okay.
For those of you just joining the stream now, I said Teletubbies earlier, but that was a joke. Okay,
Yeah.
Don't count that one as one of my 5, please.
Welcome Eat Snow, by the way. We got started. We actually started the show and did not go live. So if you're wondering why it's like 10 minutes in and you don't know what's going on, that's not your fault. That's my fault. I'm an idiot.
My 5th guess is going to be the Fox. He's the fastest beer drinker in the world. He's dead now.
But from the Man Show.
No, he's from the Man Show. I'm glad you knew that. I'm just kidding.
All right.
Let me think of something better. Let me think of something better. Some more pop culture-y. Mm-hmm. Something I've had to ask my dad about. Some HR puppet stuff.
I'm gonna give you one hint, because I'm telling you right now, you're not doing good so far. Fairly recent movie series that in its own right is a crossover that they've made. Not super recent, but it's been over the last decade or so.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I was trying to avoid that, Because that's an easy target right there.
It is. You should take any target you can hit right
no,
now.
we don't take easy targets.
Go for it.
We take these L's with pride.
Okay.
All right.
You're going to take it. So.
What was the last one I said there?
You should definitely take that one I just gave you, though, because if he didn't know that one, he definitely knows it now.
Yeah, he can have it.
Damn. Okay.
I'm here for entertainment purposes.
Oh, you can try.
I am trying.
You can try, too.
I am trying.
Okay.
I am.
Right.
And I'm going to do Gremlins.
Gremlins. That actually is a great guess. Fantastic guess. Okay, Paper Falcon. On you. Darkness crossovers potential here over the years. I need 5 answers.
Let's see. Witchblade's number 1.
Okay. This man knows the series he came from, so. Yep.
Let's see, there's Spawn.
Is Spawn number 2?
Spawn's number 2.
Okay.
Taking Tomb Raider.
Okay. Number 3. Okay, so we're on 3.
Punisher.
Number 4. Without telling you one way or another, I will say whether it's correct or not, these are actually really good guesses as far as if you know the character Jackie has to get out of the darkness. Those are all like similar type archetypes to him.
There's another one. I was thinking about it earlier, but now I can't remember it.
Got one more.
Batman.
Okay. I'm glad you got Batman because that was the one I was gonna roast you on if you didn't.
No,
Dragon
Dragon
Ball.
Ball. There's a
Dragon
lot of them.
All right, so let's go back through Jack's. You didn't get any of them right. Okay. Let me see. Vito, you fared much better. You definitely had Witchblade. So, and Tomb Raider. So those were the
Tomb
big.
Raider? That's really cool.
Those were it is cool, but again, if you know the history of the comic, they're both Top Cow comics, so they live in the same universe in a way. So those are easy if you knew that.
That's something that they can bring in without any like
right.
problems.
So Spawn surprisingly is not that would have been actually something that made sense, and Batman was another one. So you've got what was your other one? So that was. You got Witchblade, Tomb Raider, Batman. Those were correct. Spawn was incorrect. What was your 5th one? Punisher. He never had a crossover with the Punisher either. Surprisingly.
How big is the list?
All right, so I'm going to go through the list here. I'm going to show you the ones I have.
All right.
And there's a couple. The Batman one I do own. I just could not find it before the episode. I think it's still at my parents' house. Okay, so you got this. This is Monster Wars. So this is kind of a big collection. This actually had Mr. Hyde. This is the edition with Mr. Hyde, but it had like the Bride of Dracula, I think it's the Bride of Dracula, and a bunch of like classic movie monsters that he dealt with. Probably Wolfman, I think, and whatnot. This one was Vampirella, crossover with Vampirella.
I should have said Vampirella.
Yeah.
What's Vampirella from? Is she her own comic?
Yeah. I think she's got an anime too. Yeah. This one, you guys are gonna be like, oh, I should have just said this just because you know this assholes and everything.
No,
Superman.
I wasn't hitting easy targets. No way.
Yeah, and actually, Superman. Let me just like do a side tangent about this comic because I do remember reading this. Superman was a total dickhead in this comic. No surprises. So I believe Jackie goes to Metropolis, right? Is that his stomping ground?
I think so.
Anyway, he goes there. He's actually going to kill a rival crime boss or something, another crime family, another scumbag, right? And Superman actually like interrupts him and is like, "You're in my area. This is my job. Basically, like, what do you think you're doing?
Get off my
You're
turf.
taking my thunder, basically." And then threatens to beat him, like fight him if he doesn't leave. So then Superman, Lois Lane gets kidnapped by. Now you'll have to excuse me because I don't really know much about Superman, but I know it's the villain with the fucking kryptonite in his chest. He's like a robot. He's really annoying. I don't know. I could probably look him up, but it's not even worth looking up because he's just so annoying. Yeah, he's just like a robot cyborg guy, and he has like in his chest, he's got like a piece of kryptonite.
Yeah.
Anyway, he ends up kidnapping Lois Lane, and Darkness actually defeats the guy because he kicks Superman's ass, and then ends up dismantling the guy and was gonna kill him, and then Superman stops him and saves Lois Lane, and then Superman like kicks his ass out, or they end up fighting until
Darkness and Superman.
Yeah, they end up fighting. He ends up fighting him after that. He's like, I thought I told you to leave. What are you doing still in my town? And then he fights him until through the night, and Darkness puts up a good fight until the sun rises, and then it's like he can't really fight him in the sun. So then he says, oh, whatever.
Oh, you know.
I'm
gonna go home now.
He's Canadian or something. All of a sudden, he doesn't kill him.
He's like the opposite
Superman.
of Escanor from Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah. So then he just leaves. So all right, this isn't really a crossover, but I would have give you points if you said pirate, because this was a series of so basically the Darkness's powers like travel through generations.
Wow.
So there's a bunch of comics of his other ancestors.
Is that like JoJo?
Yeah,
it's
like
JoJo.
Exactly. It's like JoJo. Yeah. His other ancestors had the abilities, and then through that series you see like a pirate age, and then goes medieval times and whatnot. And then this is one of many that Vito got there. Paper Falcon, Tomb Raider crossover. He's actually crossed over with her quite a bit.
Where's the Codename Kids Next Door crossover?
That's coming up. This one here, Hulk. So we end up fighting the Hulk.
Jeez.
Cool one. And then I have, this one's a little more obscure. I think she might be, I don't really know where she comes from, but I know she's from something else. Painkiller Jane, yeah. I've heard the name, but I'm not familiar. Sorry about the glare. I've got these in like a little sleeve, and it's just like, the glare is fucking terrible. All right, I'm almost through this, guys, and then I'll just do a quick run through of the list online. But this is Mindhunter. So can you guess what these are? These guys?
That's copyright. They need to pay us royalties.
Aliens versus Predators, right? So the aliens and Predators. He had to deal with them. And actually Witchblade and Tomb Raider in this miniseries helped him with those as well. And I've got the whole little series of this. Oh, there's the other part of Superman. But here's another issue of that.
The X-rated part of Superman.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But these are pretty cool. And then you got this fucking guy. This loser. Look at that loser.
Remember when they showed Batman's penis in the comic, and it was like impossible to find the actual paper comic?
Wait, is that really a thing?
Yes, it is.
All right, this is a Tomb Raider. This is a exclusive crossover.
Wow.
And this is just a bonus. This is just like, if you guys recognize, Jack won't recognize any of these characters on here, but Vito might. This is a super rare, like, script book. Not a script book, but a drawing.
Is it actually super rare?
It is, actually. So there's the Angelus on the right. They drew them all as schoolgirls. I think the Tomb Raider's in the middle. The Witchblade is in there, I think, in the bottom left. There was one called Aphrodite, the green hair. And then I think her name was Velocity. But, yeah, this is actually pretty... I think it's pretty rare. I think there was only like 50
quite
or
a
100
bit of
of them.
velocity and viscosity there.
Yeah, I don't even know. I think this was a Darkness variant cover or something. But anyway, so there's my my nerddom for you guys. You did pretty well, Vito. I'll give you points for that. Jack, you did horrible. But I expected that, so that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
At least my guesses were a good time.
Yeah, no, they were a good time. And you were kind of... some of those could have been correct.
Man, I was
Gremlins. I like Gremlins. I think that would have been a perfect match.
Gremlins in Darkness.
Yeah, because the Gremlins that's basically, they have to have gotten the idea from them, because his little guys. So the bad thing is, in the second series, that
are you gonna keep hogging the camera?
Oh shit, yeah. Yes, I am. It's my show. No, sorry guys. No, but the Gremlins definitely, you could, in the first series, you could tell. you could tell that they took the role from that.
From them, yeah.
Yeah, and then the second series, it got more serious, and the dark humor was kind of gone. And I still enjoyed it, but a different writer took over. I enjoyed the dark humor a lot more than the more serious tone, because I just like dark humor, So
yeah. Anyway,
that's my Darkness story there. I'm actually gonna try this shot that he poured for me, and I'm gonna try to identify it.
Oh wait, we didn't show off our beers now.
Shit, you're right. We
should do that real quick.
Re-show them off. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
Vito.
I didn't bring any beer. I'm drinking
wait, hang
water.
on. What are you drinking?
What do we got?
vitamin water.
Hey.
Oh yeah. Hey, isn't that 50 cents?
That's on sale right
Is
now.
that 50 cent that does that? Whose is it? I think there's like a rapper or something that's It's somebody that blew my
Yeah.
mind. Hang on, I gotta find this out now.
I know Jaden Smith does Just Water.
Jaden Smith?
Yeah, and I
Is
know
that the guy that whips his hair around?
I know Lil Wayne does this rum called Bamboo. It's pretty good.
Vitamin water. First thing that comes up, does 50 Cent own vitamin water?
It's Soulja Boy, Soulja Water.
So 50. Oh God, can we talk about the Soulja Boy console?
The Soulja
Go
console.
ahead.
Okay, 50 Cent was previously one of the wealthiest rappers, largely thanks to his minority stake in vitamin water.
Holy cow.
So I'm not just this isn't a weird fever dream I had. This was actually a thing. But then it says below that, rapper 50 Cent files for bankruptcy. Weird.
He's
weird.
one of the richest rappers, but he filed for bankruptcy.
He sold his vitamin water. All right, so I'm gonna show my beers off real quick. This fancy
Fancy Yingling.
Yingling, and then
And I
haven't even opened this. Oh, you're not on camera, sir. You're gonna have to wait your turn.
Wow.
Blind and Google. All right, hang on. I gotta open this, but go ahead.
I have
Go ahead, Jack.
a Berliner Weiss right here. It's a Neapolitan ice cream beer.
Nice.
Pretty good. Let me show him the moonshine real quick.
I'm gonna look away.
So Trenton's got to guess this once he takes that shot in a moment here.
All right.
It's Sugarland Shine, moonshine, deliciousness right there.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get it, I'll be very surprised.
You'd be upset.
Not upset, but
You
surprised.
sound like you'll be upset.
I'll be surprised. It's just very good at mimicking the flavor.
Is it Teletubbies?
Grinded up Teletubbies in a mason jar.
Wait, it's got to be.
I'll do it with
It's
you.
got to be Kids Next Door.
If only. Wait.
Wait.
Tap.
Let's tap that. All right. Here we go.
Here we go. Yeah.
Is that ham?
Is that ham? Dude, you're really close.
Sausage?
What was your first guess
Bacon.
earlier? When you were
Maple pancakes? Maple syrup?
Maple.
Maple
And then
bacon.
you said what was when you took it? What was the first thing you said?
Maple syrup.
No, you said ham.
Ham. Maple ham?
Maple. It's ham. It's a type of ham. You already said the word. It's maple bacon.
Maple bacon. Yeah. Well, I definitely the maple hit me first, and then I was
yeah.
like, "There's some meat to this. There's some sort of meat." And then I initially thought
This
bacon.
thing just oinked all the way
Yeah,
down my throat.
I thought bacon, and I'm like, maybe it's a little. That's like too on the nose. I'm like, there's some meat. Maybe a different part of the pig. Ham.
It's good though, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, that's tasty.
You wouldn't expect maple bacon moonshine to be good, but I mean, holy crap!
No, that is good. That's very really tasty.
Sugarland Shine had a big promo going on at Total Wine when I went, so I bought blueberry muffin, PB&J, pina colada, and maple bacon moonshine.
Nice. You ever had any moonshine there, Paper Falcon?
No, I'm a
Or
bourbon
you're more
guy.
of like a sake guy, right? You like sake?
Sake and bourbon.
Bourbon.
Sake and bourbon.
Bourbon, nice.
You ever play Ghost of Tsushima?
Yes, I have. And
Dude, I love that game. It should have won Game of the Year. Last of Us 2, it was well made, but it was a horrible game. But I had a glass of sake, and I was just sitting there playing Ghost of Tsushima.
Jar of sake.
drinking sake. Well, I bought a whole bottle of it off of the
And you
the
drank
wine
out
aisle.
of a mason jar because you're a savage.
Mason jar.
You're like, this is Ocala.
This is Southern sake.
We sell sake in mason jars around these parts.
But I felt
Son.
so authentic.
Yeah, that's pretty authentic. You gotta drink that like hot, right?
Yeah.
It's the best way.
But it'll
It's
knock you
better
on your
when-
ass if you drink it hot, though.
It will knock you on your ass. Should have brought some sake.
Yeah,
damn it.
I think the one I have is only like 23%, but it tasted so much stronger when I was drinking it.
Yeah, Garrett knows me all too well. I do know the distinct taste of meat in my mouth.
Where's that at?
Can you can't see the chat on the right side?
Oh, I'm looking at the private chat. I'm not looking.
Can you see the chat, Vito?
I'm in now.
Hold on.
Eats snow. Oh, was she saying my Neapolitan was cute?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Eats
How
snow.
cute! What a little wimp. I do know meat is in my mouth. I can't always identify the region the meat comes from.
Yeah, this was from the butt of the pig.
I do know it was from a male of some sort, a male pig, as they all are. But yeah, no.
Anyways,
That's tasty.
I want to catch Paper Falcon's view on this. Do you think that Ghost of Tsushima should have won Game of the Year over Last of Us 2?
You see, that's an issue right there because at the time I didn't beat either of them.
You didn't what?
I didn't
Not
beat either of
questionable at
them.
all.
I didn't beat Ghost of Tsushima
Oh,
until afterwards.
gotcha.
And I'm not gonna lie, still haven't beaten Last of Us 2 yet.
I haven't played Last of Us 2. I only played the first one, and then I saw the reviews. I don't really like to spend a whole lot of money on a game if I don't know it's going to be good. And so when Last of Us 2 came out and it got all these horrible reviews, I was like, I got kind of scared. I like put my wallet back in my pocket. I was like, but I did watch the whole thing, so I have seen the entire story.
It's on my wall right now on my stand back there.
Oh, nice.
I haven't even touched it in a while. I'd say about 3 months now.
You know what? It does say something that you beat Ghost eventually, and not The Last of Us 2.
So I feel like you guys probably have something in common. You both are. What console do you prefer, Paper Falcon? What's your go-to console?
PlayStation.
Okay.
Hey!
Okay. Yeah.
In agreement.
I knew that. I already knew that.
After
I know you both
E3,
like
though,
Nintendo,
I have a
but-
lot of respect for Xbox and the direction they're going with it. I gotta say, I'm not gonna get an Xbox personally.
I have one.
But-
I did have a PlayStation as well, but it's no more. It was destroyed on accident. I had the controller plugged in on my nightstand, which is a rare occurrence, and I went to pull it off my console, and I kind of did a yanking motion, and it was plugged in to charge, and it yanked my entire console off.
My goodness, man.
Rest in peace. That was had the Destiny version too, the white Destiny limited edition.
I woke up one day
Sad.
from a nap.
Sad
Like
day.
I was playing games and I fell asleep. And I woke up and my cup was empty and my mouth was dry. You guys ever wake up and it's just like sandpaper in there?
I do usually taste meat in my mouth. When I wake up. I don't know. It's weird.
I go to grab my cup so I can go get some water. And as I'm dispensing water into my cup, I look down, and apparently I was really tired because it was my PS4 controller.
Into your
Dispensing water straight into the speaker. That controller did not. I did it for maybe 3 seconds before I noticed. And
What the world?
the controller did not work ever again.
Oh my god!
God.
You should
was
have wrote a
bad.
terrible review on Amazon.
Terrible.
Doesn't take water.
It's
very well.
not waterproof. Yeah, but I had a couple extras, so I was fine. But I was like,
that's good.
no, it was the original controller that came with the console too.
Oh man.
So when I gave the console back to my sister, I had to give her an extra controller with it.
Oh no. Yeah, I've got the Xbox One right now, and I don't have anything on the new. I would honestly take one or the other at this point. I don't really have a preference. Honestly, I was actually leaning towards the PS5 because in my older age, I've always found the PlayStation to be better for the single player experience. I think of all generations, it's always, I think without hands down. I think Xbox has been better with the online portions, but I don't value online gaming.
Their
as much
hardware
anymore.
their hardware is better,
But I feel like
PlayStation's more user friendly.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know about that, but maybe. Yeah. But anyway, so I will say the Game Pass is pretty dope though.
I
it's
got
getting
Horizon
better.
Zero
I've been
Dawn
hearing
for
about Game
free
Pass.
2 months ago.
What's that, Vito?
I was saying I've been hearing about Game Pass.
Yeah, I ended up getting it. So I got the Xbox that had the Star Wars bundle. I don't remember what it's called, the newest Star Wars game. So it came with a Game Pass for like 3 months or something. That's a little too bright. I feel like I'm ascending to another level right now with
I'll
the
join you on
brightness.
that level.
Let's ascend together, sun. No, the sun, it's so bright. I got that console bundle and it came with a Game Pass for 3 months for free, and it was only I don't know the pricing, but with the gold, it's not too much more with the
not
gold. A few more
ridiculous, no.
dollars more. Than
It's
the
a good
gold.
deal.
And honestly, I haven't bought a game in a while, but I don't have as much time to game anymore either. But I have found that a lot of games I never would have had a chance to play or give a chance has been on Game Pass, and I've been able to play through it, and it's been pretty awesome. And now they've got a lot of, in the future, more games coming out day one.
Oh yeah.
There was the Outriders. Is that the name of the game?
Yeah.
So that came out day one on Game Pass, and I have a friend. We have a mutual friend actually, me and Jack. That
Has this mutual
has
friend been
Game
on
Pass.
the podcast?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
You know who it is.
I just figured it out, yeah.
Yeah. He had a Game Pass and still bought the game day one and didn't realize that it's free on Game Pass day one, and saw me playing it. And I told him the day after he bought it, I was like, "Oh, you know," because I knew I had Game Pass. I'm like, "You got Outriders yet? Did you download it so we can play?" He's like, "Yeah, I bought it day one." I'm like, "Dude, you didn't have to buy it. It was free on Game Pass." And I haven't played the game too much. It was a little buggy when I first played it, which is expected with most new games, but,
especially free new games.
Yeah, well, it's retail.
I know.
But yeah, for me, it's like
I bet a lot of people that got it that day though were probably day oneers from the Game Pass.
But I think that game is a cross-platform game. It's across all platforms. Yeah, PC and PlayStation. I might have to give that one another shot. I haven't played it in a while. I think it's hopefully it's improved. Yeah, it wasn't terrible when it first came out. It had some issues, connection issues. But I mean, that's a big undertaking to be fully cross-platform across all platforms. You know, you got a lot of technical issues, potentials.
Smart. Smite and Fortnite figured it out.
Okay, so I'm not gonna show you guys the trailer. So I know Jack is not a huge Smite fan, and I've been on and off of it.
I love talking crap on Smite.
Yeah. So I've just started getting back into it, right, a little bit, and I've spent a little too much money on it. No, mortgaged my house against it. No.
Gambling.
No. But they just had a new. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do it. I don't care, guys. There's a really, really exciting thing that I think both of you guys will actually appreciate anyway.
After this trailer, we're getting into E3 a little bit.
We'll get into E3, but this is something both of you guys are going to like. Trust me. Even people don't like Smite. So it's this next Game Pass. They have a Game Pass where they release usually themed after Avatar. They've had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, etc. But the July Game Pass is with Stranger Things, and
is it a Demogorgon?
Oh yeah,
yeah, and it's got the music and everything.
And this is Smite. This is Smite.
Yes, this is the next Game Pass. The character skins.
Okay, that's actually really cool.
Yeah, so this is Scylla as a god and Smite. It's gonna be 11, and the Demogorgon, Bakashur is another god in there, and it's gonna have the music and everything. I'm so hyped.
They're crazy,
about it.
dude.
Yeah, and then you got who's this? Hopper, yeah.
Is he a god?
He's a skin for Apollo. Yeah.
Okay.
He is a god though, I think. So this is the only one I'm a little torn about because the Mind Flayer is awesome, but there's Cthulhu is in the game, and his ability he can turn giant. So like for some reason they didn't pick Cthulhu as the skin for that character. It's just kind of weird, but. Anyway, either way, super freaking cool. Like
that is awesome.
Whether you like Smite or not, like that's a really cool crossover. They've had some really interesting crossovers.
Never said I didn't like Smite. Now, okay. I'm just not good at it.
Yeah. So I had to get that out of the way. Sorry. I mean, I have a love-hate relationship with Smite. I love it when I'm winning, and then I hate it when I'm getting wrecked, which is most of the time, to be honest with you.
I'm not a fan of Smite nor
Stranger Things.
The other game?
Fortnite.
What's the other game?
Stranger Things?
No. I like Stranger Things.
Oh, okay.
It's like Outriders? Outriders, Fortnite?
No. The one that everyone is playing these days.
Not Fortnite?
Fortnite. I'm not a fan of Fortnite.
Oh, he said that like 3 times. Yeah. I'm not.
I did for a little bit. It was fun to play with my friends because it was so easy.
So I don't think it's fair to compare Smite to Fortnite, though. Those are 2 different games. But
they're two games that are
free.
Those
are 2 games I'm not a fan of.
I gotcha. Yeah. No, that's fine. I don't think Smite has that much popularity. I think it's kind of always sat in a mutual zone. I mean,
Smite is weird. It's been around for a while.
It's been around for like 10 plus years.
I never heard about it till like last year.
I've heard about it over the years just because I remember playing on PC like 5+ years ago, but it's not been something that I've never and heard anyone else talk about, really, to be honest with you. And it's free to play on all the consoles, and it's cross-platform, so it just kind of hangs around. But anyway, I just thought that Battle Pass kind of got me.
One game they should put on console, though, that they put Gwent on there. I don't know if
dude! My man!
I can't relate.
I knew I was going to like this guy.
They need to put, get ready for it, you need to put Magic the Gathering on console.
I think
because they have it on PC and they have it on smartphones now. So why not put it on console?
That's true. That's a big.
If it came to Switch, I would probably give it a shot. If it came to Switch.
Hey, did you guys know speaking of Magic the Gathering, because these kind of kind of correlate a little bit. Do you know they're coming out with a new Dungeons and Dragons game for?
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna be on Game Pass day one. I actually have it pre-downloaded. When does that come out? It comes out somewhat soon, right?
That is so
Vito?
cool.
I think that comes out
But
August, I believe.
Yeah,
I think
something we should
Don't
stream.
quote me on that.
but it is like when I say Dungeons and Dragons games, I'm not talking about, like the lore is enormous. It's not like traditional tabletop. It's just it's like
it
a
really
story
can
from
be, you know?
yeah. It is actually it could be technically. You've never played board games on consoles? They've had like Monopoly and stuff.
I've played Monopoly and
Yeah.
stuff, but I feel like Dungeons and Dragons is a whole different kind of deal.
Dark Alliance is the name of it. I'm gonna get the information really quick because I've got a console or a computer here, a console on my desk. Yeah, it's a live action game. It's gonna be a retail game. Release date 6/22. So actually in like 6 days,
Wow.
it'll be released. Yeah, for all the major Xbox One, PS5, PS4, and I'm guessing probably the new whatever the name of the new Xbox is. I can never get it right.
Series X.
Series X,
I
yeah.
Or
just
Series
call it
S.
Table. The
What?
Xbox table.
Table. Yeah.
So what'd you think of E3?
That's scary.
Yeah, I'm in
Man.
the same boat with you.
Man, let me just say this. When Sony was when they were showing off the keynotes and stuff for PS5 and for all the other games that were coming out before,
Mhm.
all the other companies, they were following suit. They were doing well.
Yeah.
And now it's like, what is going on? Then you realize, oh wait, COVID. And I was telling a friend of mine this other day. He said, well, that's not really a good excuse. I said, yeah, but you got to understand it's COVID, and they're working on all these other games and other IP. But the only thing that got me excited for E3 this year was when they announced Shin Megami Tensei 5
Ooh.
and Breath of the Wild 2.
Okay.
And there were two other things that I've seen that I'm kind of interested in. The new Metroid.
The Metroid
Which
Dread.
was scrapped originally, and then they brought it back.
You talking about Dread? Or
Dread.
Oh, yeah. Dread looks really good. It looks like a whole new way they did Metroid.
So I haven't watched anything about it, but the name, I did see something about the name the
You're
other day.
gonna-
It just
it's-
caught
it's-
me with the name Dread.
it's a new,
I'm like, I hope it's like dark.
Side scroller for Metroid,
Watch
and we haven't
the
had a
trailer.
new side scroller in years. It's been a long time for Metroid.
Metroid Dread.
I was hoping we'd get some Metroid Prime 4 coming around, but I'm not too surprised knowing Nintendo that we didn't.
Let's see here.
What'd you think of the Breath of the Wild 2 trailer?
Well, I need to finish the original Breath of the Wild. But I love the game. I love it.
I played the nonsense out of the original. I think I played it twice, actually.
All right, I'm gonna drop this trailer.
I'm going to watch some Dread
Yeah,
here.
I watch some Dread because I'm really. Oh, this looks boring.
This is
This
the
looks
worst
depressing.
game ever.
This is like my life every day. This is Dread. You're right. Paying bills, man. I haven't played a Metroid game in a very long time. I'll be completely honest.
Well, it's because they haven't released one in a very long
Yeah,
time.
but I haven't had a
Nintendo, I
Nintendo
believe.
console in a very long time either. GameCube was the last console
Last
I
I
had.
played was Metroid Other M on the Wii.
I'm really hoping for some like dark elements with the Dread. Like Metroid meets Dark Dead Space would be awesome.
You might be a little excited in a moment here.
Really? Oh shit.
It's not, I wouldn't call it Dead Space so much.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a side scroller, but
Yeah.
I mean, you got these robot guys, and
Dude, they
you,
look like
you can't really
Demigorgons
kill
a
them.
little bit. It's got like a Demigorgon type
But it's definitely Metroid with like a horror kind
Okay.
of feel
Spin
to
to
it.
it.
Yeah. Which is kind of hard to do in a 2D or a side-scrolling game.
Yeah,
you know?
no kidding. I gotta say that thing is almost like a robotic Demigorgon, like its whole anatomy and the head and everything. Oh shit! Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Not really Nintendo-esque, you know?
no.
But I love
I
it.
appreciate that. Man, I miss the old Symphony of the Night, like Metroidvania type games.
Yes.
You know,
Can't we
this
bring
kind of
those
reminds
back?
me of, I mean, graphic-wise, it reminds me of Bionic Commando when they remade it.
Yeah, I do remember that actually. I just miss those old Metroidvania type games. So good.
Man, everyone hated Metroid Other M, but I had a blast playing it, so I don't care about the reviews.
That's kind of the way I feel about movies too, kind of nowadays.
Yeah.
There's
Speaking
been a lot of movies that
Metroidvania, not interrupting you, sorry.
No, you're good.
You're good.
We finished up there.
Have you guys ever played Bloodstained?
Yes, I actually
I
have.
played Bloodstained.
I think I played that from Game Pass. Actually, I'm almost certain I did. I wouldn't have probably got a chance to play it otherwise. Not yeah.
What is it
anyway,
about? Who made it?
Yeah, you can probably explain it better than me. It's like Castlevania in the same. It seems like in the same universe, but it's not really, is it?
It's a spiritual successor to Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And basically, you play as some chick that can actually...
She can absorb
she has
like
different weapons.
right.
Did she have a crossover with the darkness?
That actually was another one of the. You would have been good with that one. Doesn't she? So in that game, if I remember correctly, you kill enemies and there's a chance that they'll drop like a skill shard or something, and then you can absorb it, and then you can actually mimic some of their abilities like from different enemies. So it's really cool because you can build a whole slew of skills. It almost reminds me if you ever played like a Final Fantasy game like the Blue Mage, how the Blue Mage can like steal abilities from enemies. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
Final Fantasy, man.
Yeah.
I've tried about 2 of them,
So
and I can't do
the
it.
Blue Mage was basically a class that they kind of specialized in using enemies' abilities. They could like steal their abilities and then use different enemy abilities. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The whole game is like very Metroidvania, like he was saying. You kind of collect skills and get upgrades, and then some skills you need to get through certain areas and fight bosses, and et cetera, et cetera. I enjoyed it quite a bit actually. I haven't finished the full game yet. I finished the main story, but I think there's like an inverted. I think there's some sort of other mode I need to like a side mode or something like a.
I don't know.
Way to beat it.
I'm still at the beginning of the game.
Oh, are you? Yeah, I finished the main story, but there's also just like all these type of Castlevania type games. There's different ways, different arcs that you can do to finish the game.
I know in the original Symphony of the Night, there's like end game content where the castle goes upside down and you have
Inverted
to figure
castle.
out how to
Yeah,
get
you
it right
basically
back up or something like that.
Yeah.
And there's
Have you
different
ever?
endings too.
There is. Have you played through the Symphony of the Night, the original?
Yes.
You have, yeah. What about you, Jack?
Never heard of it.
Really? Castlevania Symphony of the Night? Was that was
Bro.
PlayStation 2, right? PlayStation 2?
No, it was on PlayStation 1.
One,
but you
yeah.
can get it
Oh,
on
I never had a
PS3,
PS1, man.
Xbox
Man.
Live.
Yeah, Xbox Live. I played it on Xbox
Yeah.
Live as well. Yeah. Man, shameful. No.
Hey, Jack and Daxter.
Oh, he still
Brett.
can play it. He still
You
can
can.
play
I
it.
could check it
That's
out, I'm
actually,
sure.
I almost envy you because that's a fun one. That'd be a fun one to do a walkthrough, a playthrough of. Because, you play through the whole game and then the whole map goes inverted and then you can play through the whole game again.
So what kind of game is it though? Is it like
It's like Castlevania or Metroid.
like a 2D?
Yeah,
Like a
2D
side
side-scroller.
scroller. Okay.
Just
Okay.
like we were talking about. Like, you get equipment, you can find weapons and armor and,
I think
abilities.
the game I've played closest to those, because I don't play a lot of side scrollers, is probably Mega Man.
Mega Man.
Yeah, I've played.
Another good
Do you
one.
guys remember Mega Man on the N64?
How could I forget?
You talking about Mega Man Legends?
Yeah, I think it was Legends. You get the different blasters, like the
never got to
power-ups.
play Legends. See, I didn't have an
game.
N64 back then.
Yeah.
You know what's
remember
crazy
it,
about
Jack?
every game we've named in
Yeah.
like the last 20 minutes or so?
What?
Every one has a representative in Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Every single game does. Castlevania, Final Fantasy.
Wait, who's Castlevania's representative?
Simon Belmont and Richter Belmont are both in.
Alucard's not in there?
He is as a boss.
Yes.
But you can't play as him?
No,
What the fuck?
he's actually kind of an annoying boss
That's
because you have to hit him in the
shameful.
head.
So they actually have his character assets in the game and skill sets, move sets, but
Not really his
can't play him.
movesets so much. But like, he has like boss movesets.
OP move sets? Like Sephiroth move sets?
Hey, Sephiroth is not that broken anymore after Pyro
Yeah.
Mithra came in.
Yeah.
But
They also added Kazuya recently from Tekken.
yeah, that was
I saw something
Man,
about that.
you know,
the dude from Tekken, right?
I want to be excited so bad. I really do because I love Smash Bros. I'm guessing you're a Smash Bros. Player?
Yes.
Yeah. My buddy Nick and I were like, I met him at a Smash Bros. Tournament, and we have been friends for a few years now, and we played so much Smash Bros. Together. A lot of what we do is we go online and we'll do duos, and if we lose, we get to shotgun a beer. But we win most of our games. We're both pretty good at the game. But
Then you just
we were
start
talking
shotgunning
about
when you win.
Kazuya, and I think he's a decent choice. I think he's better than how they've been doing with the choices on there. But it's still like,
I think
to
it's
me,
too on the nose because
well,
he's
the thing
already
is,
a fighting character.
We have Ryu, Ken, and Terry.
Yeah.
And they're all very similar characters. And I know he has like the dev. We haven't
Put
seen
it in
too much
reverse,
of him.
Terry. Like that, Terry?
Yeah, throw it in reverse, Terry. But no, I think
Man, they're
Kazuya is
really
going to
going
be
out
a
there
cool
now.
character. I think he's going to be really OP. I think I'm going to go online. I'm going to hate life for a bit on Smash Bros. Because I'm just going to run into Kazuya after Kazuya. And I feel like Nintendo could literally reach their hand into any franchise they wanted at all and get any character they wanted, but they want to go for, a Tekken fighting character. Like, they're already in a fighting game.
Yeah.
Why not do something more fun?
I got a trailer for you guys. I want to show you for the new character. For people who haven't played the game like myself.
Terry's
this
been
is
out for
Terry.
a year, okay?
He's been out for a while. There we go.
Yeah, Terry's down B. He launches fireworks.
He just don't give a shit. Terry's like, I'd be terrified to fight a Terry.
Oh man.
Wait, that's his Smash Ultimate move, right? Okay. Oh, I gotta get that DLC. I need to get Smash. I see what I'm missing now. All these years, I'm like, man, I don't know,
You got to get a Switch, man. What's your favorite Smash game?
He's talking to you because I've only played one.
I played the original. I didn't play the. I think it was two other ones that came after it.
Melee, Brawl, and Smash 4.
It's the first one and it's this one that just came out.
So you've played
Those are my two favorite
N64 and
ones.
you've played the new one, Ultimate?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Most people like Melee. I haven't played enough of Melee to really have too much of an opinion on it, but I do like Melee. It has a lot of downforce in it, so.
I
It's
didn't
a
have
much
a
faster
GameCube,
game.
and I didn't have a Wii.
That sounds like a technical.
Wii was
I
Brawl.
enjoy those
Melee
games.
was on the GameCube. And then Smash 4 was on the Wii U.
Hey, Eat Snow. Who's your favorite Smash character?
Yeah.
We know who you main.
Yeah.
Pikachu, right?
Who do you main, Paper Falcon? Who is your main character?
Yeah, who's your
in
main?
Smash?
I'd have to say. I kind of rotate between
It's gotta be
Link
Snake. Kirby.
and Snake sometimes. Yeah,
You said Link and Snake?
Link and Snake.
I knew Snake
Link
was
and
gonna be in there.
Snake.
Hey,
Dude,
Eat
Snake
Snow's
is a force to be reckoned with in Smash
Is he?
Ultimate.
Yeah.
Bro, he
Pull out
was
that
considered
stinger
the best
missile?
in the game when it first came out.
Yeah.
And then we got Joker, and Joker became the best. And every character that gets released as DLC is the best.
What do you guys feel about Kirby?
Oh
'Cause
my
Eat Snow over
goodness.
here is a Kirby
Dude,
main.
Kirby is okay. No offense, Eat Snow, but Kirby is by far the most simple character in the game.
What about
And-
Jigglypuff?
wait,
Is Jigglypuff in
Oh
there?
my god, Jigglypuff is so technical. Kirby's simple, but he beats the shit out of me every time I fight
Yeah,
him, bro. If I go
yeah.
online and I see a Kirby, I basically just turn my Switch off. I'm like done with it.
You just
I'm
switch it
always
off.
pissing off my friends using Jigglypuff, making them go to.
Yeah,
Go to sleep.
I know what he's talking about. You
Oh,
make them go to
shit.
sleep, and then you rest them, and they're done for.
Yeah.
Done. Yeah, Snake is the one with the missiles. He sucks. I always die. Snake is broken.
Oh.
Well, not anymore.
No,
He was.
If you know how to bring him back, like if he's getting knocked off the ledge, if you know how to bring him back, then you know exactly how to play a Snake.
Yeah, Snake's
I
good.
feel sad because I can't relate to any of this. I haven't played a
Dude.
Smash game since
Here,
N64.
I'll give you something to relate to. Simon and Richter Belmont,
yeah.
they are zoning characters. I mean, they have a lot of
Yeah.
projectiles. They're a lot of fun
Yeah,
to
I know
play.
what zoning means. I played Mortal
Okay.
Kombat, so I know fighting terminology.
Jeez.
You play
Some
Mortal
fighting
Kombat?
terminology.
over there. Calm down.
Huh?
You play
What?
Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
Oh, so you play Mortal Kombat 11?
Yes.
Ooh.
And I played 10 before
Okay.
11, but what?
Okay, who's your main in Mortal Kombat 11?
Jackie Briggs.
Good
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah. Jackie, her zoning is not great, but she is a beast up close. I'll tell you that. We'll have to have a little brawl here one of these days.
brawl.
Yeah.
I think that game is a cross.
It might be. Yeah. It
Who
might
knows
be.
anymore? I'd say everything's crossed and you try it.
I feel like me and Jack need to do like some sort of drinking challenge where I'll fight him in Smash and then we're gonna bring it into Mortal Kombat. I'll bring him into my world. It'll be like fucking Freddy Krueger.
I'm pretty good at Mortal Kombat too, though. I mean,
yeah.
Once I find a combo that works,
feel
for
like
me,
Smash-
I think you can beat me still. But
I feel like Smash. I'll just find a cheap character, like maybe
Dude,
Snake, and then just
no, not Snake. Snake wouldn't be the one. It'd be probably Pyra and Mythra right now. They're pretty broken.
Yeah.
Or King K. Rool.
I'll just
King
pick-
K. Rool is pretty annoying.
I'll pick the newest character because they're always broken in games. So, yeah. But I will say my brother's much better at me than at MK11. I'm decent. I'm a little rusty though. I need to jump back in and get. But from release, Jackie, from before release, watching the trailers, eagerly awaiting watching her trailer. As soon as I saw her trailer, I'm like, and I liked her in 10, but my main in 10 was Alien. You know, it was one of the guest
I
characters.
love all the DLCs they do for Mortal Kombat. It's so cool.
But once I saw her in 11, I was like, her in her high heels and that like dress and then her hair. I was just like, first of all, yeah. And then her bionic legs, like technically, you know, I was like, she had me from there. I'm like, this is my new main. And then Jade was who I thought I would. I've always been a fan of Jade from 9. I think it was 9 she was in.
No, I never played 9.
Anyway,
I only played 10 and 11.
Jade was my main before, and then she wasn't represented in 10, and I was disappointed. And then I saw she was in 11. I was super stoked when I saw her trailer, but when the game came out, I played as Jade. I know nobody cares about this, but I wanted to like Jade, but then I fell in love with Jackie.
It's not as bad as the 20-minute poker rant in like episode 2 or 3.
Hey, I think maybe one person liked that. I don't know. But anyway, so Jackie, yeah. Jackie all the way. Spawn Jackie, the Spawn costume.
Oh, that's
pretty awesome. Cool. Yeah, when Spawn got released, they released a costume for her that was like a female Jackie Spawn costume. It's pretty fun.
That's one awesome. Costume I haven't gotten yet for the game.
Who's your main?
I mean, it's Scorpion.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
It all adds up.
My boy Scorpion.
Yeah.
If you could have any character for DLC in Smash Bros, because we have one left, who would you pick?
It's gotta be Scorpion.
I think you're gonna like my pick. I already know who I want.
You imagine if they dropped a Mortal Kombat character in Smash though? That would be like.
What'd you say?
Predator.
Who? Predator.
He was in 10.
He was in 10?
Predator, yes.
Wait, let me think another one then.
No, he's talking about Smash.
I'm talking about Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That would be
Predator Smash Bros.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I'd be down with it.
Yeah. You fucking skinning Mario and Luigi. They'd be hanging upside down with no skin. That'd be awesome.
It has to be Nintendo related, right?
It could be anybody you want from a video game. All the rules I apply, it has to be from a video game.
So it can't be from.
Yeah, it can't be like Goku.
Can't be like Freddy Krueger or like any of the Mortal Kombat guest characters.
Goku? Okay, but Goku's originally from anime.
Games.
They have to originally be from video games.
They have
I think you're being too
Dragon Ball
restrictive. I think you should allow him from anime and movies. John Rambo.
As long as I'm happy as long as he doesn't pick a Fire Emblem character. I'm happy.
Wait, okay. Let's ask.
No.
Hey, Eat Snow. Who do you want to have in the? If you could pick any DLC character, or create a DLC character for Smash.
Yeah. Who'd you pick?
No, you pick first.
Oh, Earthworm Jim, hands down.
Wow, that's a good one.
Earthworm.
He's
Jim.
from Sega though.
He was on the N64. With Earthworm Jim.
You know
3D.
he's in Clay Fighter.
Yeah, I have Clay Fighters. I love Clay Fighters.
Special edition one.
He would be great in Smash.
I got one for you.
All right.
Booger Man.
No, they're twin.
Uh-oh.
It's coming back. It's coming back from the 90s.
They're twins. Double Dragon.
Well, I wouldn't say they're twins. No. That's a good one, but no, not them.
Twins.
Two crude dudes. No.
From the 90s, you said?
I'll tell you. Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
that is an
that's a good
amazing
one.
pick. Bro, they just released that on the virtual console on Switch.
Yes.
So
are you familiar? I think I've talked to Jack about this before. Are you familiar? Because that's Lucas Games made that. Are you familiar with Herc's Adventure? It's a PlayStation 1 game. Same developers of Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Same like art style and everything, but it was like a adventure type game where you went through. You had to fight Poseidon and Medusa and like all these Greek gods. Hera was in it. And
what was it called again?
Herc's Adventure. It's a PlayStation 1 game.
Like Hercules.
LucasArts made it just like Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Amazing game. If you enjoyed Zombies Ate My Neighbors, you got to play that one. I played it back in the day, it's a co-op game too. There's like 3 or 4 characters in the game that you can play with another player. But I did not have a memory card at the time. Me and my brother were playing through it. It's a very hard game. And we had that classic.
And Jason.
Yeah, Jason, and then there was the female with the bow and arrow.
Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta. Amazing game. You guys gotta look into it. But anyway, I had that classic problem on PlayStation not having the memory card. It must have been expensive because
you know how much that game is worth now?
Probably something stupid. I don't know.
The PlayStation original.
Like $100 or something, maybe.
No.
How much?
No.
What are we talking? Am I gonna be
Okay.
sick to my stomach or what?
Yeah, it's worth more than your life.
Oh, jeez.
So like $50.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I don't value myself very much. I'm drinking Everclear over here. So.
Are we doing that?
Yeah, no, I mean I'm going to. You don't.
I'll join you. All right. What are we looking at? What's the damage for Hertz Adventure?
$690.
It is almost 10,000.
Damn.
Holy
10,000
cow.
pretty much. It's 10,000 pretty much.
Are you serious?
Holy
Yeah.
cow!
Yep.
Wow. So it
You
looks
try
like
to get
it's
on eBay, expect to
emulate
spend that
that.
much. The Sega Saturn version is about $429.
Jeez. Goodness gracious, man.
I'm sorry to bring that up. It's a really good game, guys. I'm sorry you're not
It's
gonna
a
ever
good
get to
game.
play it.
Sorry you can't play it.
No, I mean, there's ways.
Yeah,
there are ways you
emulate.
can play it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go into that because
Dang, dude, I had no idea that it was so sought after.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
I'm looking at one. Wow, $61, but it's probably like a pirated version or something. But yeah, that's crazy, man. That was a fantastic game. Fantastic. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this shot of Everclear. We did kind of a baby shot.
wait.
What did you think I forgot? Like in that in those 10 seconds, you're like, oh, good, he forgot.
All right. So before we do this, we'll take this while Paper
not
Falcon answers this next question.
Not a full shot.
Are there what games are you, or what game? Just we'll do one specifically. Are you most excited for that's coming out in like the next year or two?
The next year or two. Breath of the Wild 2 is one of them.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's probably my second most excited.
Yeah, you see that? That's what we're about to feel. 151. All right. Let's do this. That wasn't too bad. Have you seen anything about Back for Blood? That
That's
game
coming out in October, and I
Yeah,
haven't
it was
pre-ordered.
supposed to come out this month initially in June, and they pushed it back.
Mm-hmm.
That's if you're a fan of the
Left
4 Dead, yeah, it's a
Oh, yeah.
spiritual successor. I was always a fan of the idea of that game, like the co-op, the couch co-op, or over the internet co-op, survival horror type thing. But I did not like the game mechanics because the friendly fire.
Oh, the friendly fire.
Took
Oh yeah,
me
we
out
talked about
of the
this.
game, and the fact that there was no precision aiming made it so difficult. Where it's like, if you're the guy in the front, you can shoot, but then I just recently started playing this with a friend who was big in the game. This is how I remember like playing it now. Maybe back in the day it wasn't so jarring, but now I'm just like, dude, this is not enjoyable at all. I'm like sitting back here, like I can't shoot. I'm like shooting my friends in the back. You good, bro?
That Everclear hits, man.
Oh yeah. But I'm really hoping they'll correct a lot of those issues with the new version. I think they are, because I've seen already in some. I haven't seen the new trailer for it, but I've seen that they have attachments on guns. You can like precision aim. That in its own right should make a big difference, because before it's just like you had the crosshair.
I got a fun short story real quick.
Yeah, go
You
ahead.
remember Going Ham back in the day? Hard as a mofo.
I didn't know that was the acronym.
Hard as a motherfucker. Yeah.
I've heard Going
That's
Ham.
what Going Ham
and I thought it
means.
just meant like taking shots of moonshine and that tasted like maple ham.
Well, a good friend of the podcast and a good friend of mine, Blade Hall. We were back in the day, little tykes, playing some Left 4 Dead 2, and we were sitting there killing a bunch of zombies. We go, we're about to go ham on these motherfuckers. And then, right after we said that, Blade ran into a closet underneath these stairs in one of the houses, and I ran in with him, and we're just looking at each other. I was like, this isn't really going ham, is it? And he goes, hiding and I yell out, masturbating.
Of course.
So we've been like joking about that for like 10 years now, just going ham.
Oh, is that where you guys disappear off to? When you say that? I always wondered what that meant. Oh man, going ham. So I think he kind of asked you already with E3 what you're most excited about, but like what in general, like what game in general, not even because E3 is kind of disappointing nowadays. You can't really get full spectrum.
Every year that E3 has been coming out for the last, I think, 3 or 4 years. I've been waiting for them to announce, the Mega 10 5 game. Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Yeah.
So I've played 4, and I've played 4 Apocalypse. And I just recently got 3 Nocturne HD remake. Which is not bad, because they added voice acting in it. The original PS2 version does not have voice acting.
That's a huge remake then.
Yeah. Wow. That is a big undertaking to go back through. Wow.
And the loading times are quicker. Maybe that's because I'm using the 5. The save time is also quicker.
Just keep. What else? What else is quicker? Just keep rubbing it in.
Anyway, besides that, yeah. So I've been waiting on them to announce Shin Megami Tensei 5, and I was at work. Basically, I'm doing my work because I work from home.
Yeah.
And I got a message from someone saying that they announced the game. So I was like, oh crap, I gotta wait till I clock out and everything to watch the video. So when I clocked out and I watched the video, it's pretty much the same trailer that they showed a few years back, except they extended it. They show the main character. He's walking to school. Well, they're walking to school.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, they pop up in post-apocalypse Tokyo. Ooh, excuse me. And all of a sudden, the character is extending his hand out to this other character, and I'm like, wait a minute, didn't something like this happen in part 4? And next thing you know, it's like both characters fuse with each other. And the main character has like long hair, tight blue suit, kind of like a sneaking suit or something. And they're able to like fight demons and summon demons, just like all the other games.
Yeah.
But the way they show off the gameplay, and for it to be on the Switch.
Oh, dude, that's amazing. That's on the Switch.
That's great.
I was so happy.
Are you going to get it for the Switch?
I want it for the Switch. I want it.
But is that what you're going to prioritize?
I mean,
because it's not going to run as well. It's amazing that it's going to run on the Switch, but it's not going to run as well.
How do you know?
Because it's the Switch, man. I mean, it's probably going to run fine, but it's not going to look as good. Hey,
give it time.
I love the Switch, dude. I really do. I wish they announced the Switch Pro this year, but Nintendo just slapped us in the face.
So when do you think they're going to go with So the Pro is just like basically an upgraded Switch, right? It's just like a better version.
We don't know.
Of it.
The Switch Pro hasn't been announced.
Well, it will, like PlayStation Pro. It's of the same generation, potentially.
You can't promise that. No. Nintendo's never done that.
But when they create a new console, they're going to call it something different, right? Every other time they've not had any others.
This is different in my opinion because they've done so incredibly well with the Switch.
I say just call it the Super Nintendo Switch and get it out of the way.
Super Nintendo Switch. Yeah. I would love that. The SNS.
You guys seen you guys ever play any of the Diablo? I don't think you've played Diablo. Right?
I haven't played Diablo, but my dad used to, and I've seen it.
You haven't either, Vito?
No, not yet.
I saw that they're doing a remaster of the second game, which I haven't looked into in a while, but I do remember Diablo 2, in my opinion, was by far the best of all the Diablo games. I think there's only 3 or 4 now. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I was kind of hyped about that. Blizzard hasn't been doing too well, I don't think, over the last
Blizzard's
couple
doing
of years.
just fine. They don't pay their employees, so they make plenty of money.
I mean, in that regard, that people are kind of just disappointed in them in general. It hasn't E3 or not E3, EA have they? Another company has like acquired Blizzard, right? They've like
I don't
been absorbed by another company. Let me check it out. I think it's
I'm
EA.
not sure.
I think so.
Activision, maybe. I think it's Activision. Yeah, Activision.
Activision got Blizzard?
Yep.
Wow.
Blizzard absorbs Activision.
Oh, Blizzard got Activision.
But Blizzard has been absorbed by another. I'm pretty sure it was Blizzard absorbs Activision, Vicarious Visions. I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm almost positive that they've recently been absorbed by another company. Who's the company that makes the Call of Duty games?
That's Activision.
That's Activision. That's,
I know that. Yeah,
Infinity
so
Ward.
And Sledgehammer
I guess,
and Treyarch.
because I remember on my launcher for Blizzard, Battle.net, I remember seeing one of the new Call of Duties in the queue with the other Blizzard games, and I thought it was really weird. I was like, this isn't a Blizzard game. So either I'm guessing, I thought Activision absorbed Blizzard, but I guess it's the other way around. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Blizzard is gigantic.
Yeah. I mean, obviously,
it's
World of
humongous.
Warcraft.
I didn't think
so
anybody
much
absorbed
money.
Blizzard because Blizzard is huge.
I'm gonna do a little bit more research.
Well, while you do that, I'm going to go ahead and talk about what I'm really excited for over here.
Okay.
So Breath of the Wild 2 is obviously something that I'm excited for, but I think have you played Dead Space, Paper Falcon?
No, I've been meaning
No, I know Trenton's played some
Wait.
Dead Space.
I'm looking, but I heard Dead Space.
I'm
What did you
looking,
say?
but I heard Dead Space.
Okay, so the only horror series that I really play is I play
Okay.
Resident Evil. I've played what was the one where you had to go inside the psych ward with the camera?
Outlast.
Outlast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I
that's a
played
good one.
Outlast 2, but I haven't beaten Outlast 2 yet. Outlast 2 is crazy. I even got like motion sickness from that game.
So just to clarify, it does look like Blizzard was bought by Activision, or at least they've absorbed into one company.
Yeah, they're together.
Yeah, they're together. Some articles are saying that Blizzard absorbed Activision. Some are saying that Blizzard was sold to Activision. So either way, they're melded together. As if you guys ever watched The Thing, the horror movie.
Yeah,
The Thing?
yeah, I've seen
It's like they just got like melded together. Anyway, go ahead. What were you saying about? Dead Space?
Last year during Sony's like State of Play or whatever, they talked about how actually the guy who was like really involved with Dead Space, he said take a look at the State of Play tomorrow, and they announced this game called Pragmata, and I love Dead Space, and it's made by the same people that made Dead Space. So I'm super excited for
I'll have
Pragmata.
to look into that.
It's coming out next year. It looks amazing.
So we have a funny kind of request here. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna humor it because we're talking about comic
I
books.
saw that
and
too. I was a little confused.
It's a little weird, but since we're talking about comic books anyway, I kind of wear my Marvel shirt, so I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate that. Kind of see. It's got like
Oh, nice. Daredevil, Hulk.
Daredevil, Hulk, and I just wrote it. Captain Marvel. Yeah. There's my dick right there.
Is that Colossus?
Colossus, yeah.
All right.
It's like my comic book.
Well, I guess I've been peer pressured into it. So
I guess
I got a Santa Cruz here.
But
good old bad boy, but the real magic happens on the back here.
yeah. You could just turn around.
I've tried that. It's a screaming beer.
Here. Let me hold it.
Yeah, there you go.
These cameras are hard to navigate.
I know, man.
Let me do a full screen of mine real quick, just because I forgot that you can do full screen. So. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a comic book. It's kind of hard to see.
I see Spider-Man at the top left.
Yep. And then I think I don't know. No, there's nothing on the back. But,
Is that Black Widow or?
Yeah, this guy's about to be like, yeah, you're shut down.
yeah. We just got a fetish request for some weird fetish website. Anyway, yeah. It's not even English, but
I can't even read that name, but I love it.
yeah, no, it's great. I'm actually glad you brought that up because it's funny because I did wear this shirt intentionally because I knew we were going to be talking about.
I wore the shirt intentionally because I knew we were going to drink beer.
Well, obviously, yeah. You got an alert shirt over there, is that right?
Yeah, that's my Metal Gear shirt.
Oh shit! Yes, nice. I love it. I was thinking, I saw the red and then I saw alert and I just thought of Red Alert. Like, I don't know if you guys ever played Command and Conquer. It's like a classic Command and Conquer Red Alert series. And then they had a version of them with.
There's a lot of games I've played. And there's a lot of games I haven't played yet.
What are you drinking over there, Jack? What is that? Is that a? What is that? Is this a game? I don't know. I don't know what the game is. It's a Smirnoff.
It's Smirnoff Red, White, and Berry.
Okay.
Wait, give me
the way you were looking at me, you gave me this weird look.
You asked me a weird question.
No, you didn't mention it, and you just brought something over that was like blue color. It looked like cotton candy. I'm like, what is this guy drinking over here?
It's like a bomb pop. You know, you go to the ice cream truck. The rapist guy kind of looks at you for a second, and you're like, hey, let me.
He's like, stand up. Let me see what's on your t-shirt.
He's like, I'll give you the code for free if you pull down your pants.
I want to see what the print on your underwear looks like.
Got all my ice cream for free.
Yeah.
But yeah, it tastes like a bomb pop. It's good stuff. I like it.
Hey, Eat Snow. What's on your printed shirt right now?
Hey, Eat Snow is gone, dude.
Yeah.
I don't think Eat Snow has responded to us in a bit.
You're right. She died, I think.
Hey, Piss Bin Senin, what's on your shirt?
Yeah. Hey, send us. Hey, I'll send you a link. I'll send you an invite if you want to jump in here. There you go.
Call us bluff.
Yeah, here we go. Just
goodness gracious.
Jump right in our stream. We can take a look at you. What?
I see you just threw the link. You just slapped it on.
I just slapped it out there. I threw it out there.
Anyways,
let's see what you got.
I got a couple more notes over here on E3 I kind of want to bring up real quick.
All right, go for it.
So, my favorite part about E3 this year, and because it was so bad, was Square Enix. So, I don't understand how Square Enix is known as a AAA developer. I don't get that, how they do that anymore. Like, their games are not amazing. They're good. No, like, I love Kingdom Hearts. I have a lot of respect for Final Fantasy. I would play it if I liked turn-based combat. I think they're beautiful games.
Sorry, I gotta get his impressions.
But anyways,
keep going.
they made a game last year called Marvel's Avengers, and that game has literally dropped to 0 players multiple times on Steam. Multiple times, dude. 0 players. Do you know how hard that is to do? Do you know how bad of a game you have to make for that to happen? So what they do
is trash.
Dude.
Even he admits it.
They started off their stream with not Marvel's Avengers, but a game just like it called Guardians of the Galaxy. Literally almost the exact same game.
No.
Oh, man.
That looks good.
Okay. But I think you know where I'm going after this.
Is this trailer available to watch?
Dude, it's a 15-minute trailer.
Okay, never mind.
They spent like 20 minutes on this game, bro.
We're not watching
this
that.
game is more punk rock. Like this,
it looks more fun. I feel like they learned
than the movie, and I like this version, this interpretation.
We're not talking about like cyberpunk.
No.
You'll
see what I mean. Just watch the trailer for it.
Yeah, he'll give it a look sometime.
Yeah, I've got
the gameplay is like 20 minutes though, because they did like 20 minutes of gameplay.
They actually have gameplay of it?
Dude, not gameplay. I think it's more of like a long story trailer, but they spent a long time on it. But after that, dude, they announced DLC for the Marvel's Avengers game. The game that crashed and burned.
Why?
The game that has reached 0 players
They're
multiple
still supporting
times
it?
on Steam. Yeah, of course they're still. Dude, it's Square Enix.
But if it's dead, like, why?
Yeah.
Just move on.
But I remember I was watching it live, and I was in the live chat, and when they were talking about the Guardians of the Galaxy game for like 20 minutes, everyone's like, move on. Next thing. They were mad.
Really?
I could not believe it. That was the second angriest that people got during E3.
Wow.
Second angriest.
Did you see that I think they're coming out with a mobile Final Fantasy game.
Really?
You hear about this?
They're remaking
Paper Falcon?
Final Fantasy 1 through 6 as mobile games. I was hoping for them to at least remake it for consoles.
Right. Not just that. There's actually a Battle Royale Final Fantasy game being made for mobile. Are you aware of that?
It's a prequel.
It's a prequel? Mm-hmm. It's really weird. I saw that as like a
Battle
Royale.
First Soldier.
Yeah. they're getting in on that battle royale. I never would have thought Final Fantasy and battle royale would be like in the same sentence. You know, I don't know. It's just weird. When do they get come out with a new one? Like, can we get another?
You mean
probably
16? They showed it off.
They did.
I think it was last year, either during TGS or the Game Awards, I believe.
Yeah. I haven't played a new Final Fantasy in a while. I know 15 was the MOBA, right? Was 15 the MOBA?
No,
Was it 14?
15 is the one where 14 is the MMO.
MMO, I meant, not MOBA. I'm sorry. MMO,
yeah. The one where you're driving around with the
real
guys.
time, like combat and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I never did play that. Is that worth playing? You think? No. Maybe.
I mean, yeah, it's worth playing.
Yeah.
It's something.
But compared to the other ones.
Compared to 13, I would play 15 over 13 any day.
I played 12. That was it. That's all I ever played was 12.
Yeah. 11 was
12 was decent.
Fantastic.
12 was decent.
I played the shit out of 11. That was an MMO as well.
Oh, don't.
Yeah.
Now you're bragging about 11 now.
Hey, 11.
You're bragging about 11. I never even got a chance to touch 11, man.
Really?
I've been hearing so many
11.
stories about it.
Yeah, I grew up on that, and I played it over the summers, and then I came back to it much later after years, and the community wasn't quite there, but it's still good game, yeah.
All right, so I have another note here I want to bring up real quick. Did you guys know Verizon was at E3?
No, did not.
Really?
No, Verizon is not making games. Would you like to guess why Verizon had their own window at E3?
Why? Why's that?
Dude, it was literally an ad for 5G. It was like a 20-30 minute ad for 5G. They were sitting there talking. They're like, if you're going to play games, you might as well play on our network with 5G. It was ridiculous, dude. And they played an ad, like an actual commercial, a literal commercial during E3. And it was just a bunch of, like, the real world, like, glitching, like, people missing limbs and cats and, like, signposts and stuff like that. And, like I said, I was watching this live again.
Oh,
and
Lord.
Everybody's commenting. They're like, Cyberpunk 2.
Okay, no.
Oh, man.
I was dying laughing, dude. It was great. Oh. Could you imagine if they announced Cyberpunk 2
That
this
year? Oh, man.
Speaking of Cyberpunk, they're actually thinking about putting it back on PSN.
I saw
I heard
that.
about that.
Yeah.
They said June 21st it's coming back, I'm pretty sure.
But, they're fixing it. They're fixing the game. It's playing better these days.
I've played it since it came out. I have it still.
You got it on the store before they took it off, right?
I have the physical version.
The visible version.
The physical.
The visible one. The one
honestly,
that you can see.
It wasn't unplayable, but it was a pain in the ass to play when it first came out.
Yeah. Have you completed it?
Fuck no.
No. What about you, Paper Falcon?
I've completed it.
Was it a struggle? Be honest.
No, it wasn't a struggle.
No.
I actually got one of the good endings.
Ooh.
Did you find the Batmobile?
I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but it's something that you should really experience.
I'm planning on finishing it soon here. I'm gonna get on it.
So to get back to comics, and we're talking about Cyberpunk a little bit, is there any comics that you would suggest to people out there that maybe, have not picked up a comic in a while or something new that would be fun for them to jump into?
If anything, if you are getting into comics, and I know that you're probably gonna get on me about this.
Uh-oh.
I would have to say you should check out Keanu Reeves' Berserker.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. Definitely read this.
Yeah.
Because right now they're in talks of probably making a Netflix series out of this. Either Netflix series or movie or something. But read this. You should also be reading Batman and Catwoman.
Okay. Batman and Catwoman.
This takes place like a little bit after the whole death metal situation.
Okay.
Excuse me. Where Batman and Catwoman, they're trying to figure out their lives. Batman has He doesn't live in the mansion anymore. He's living in a brownstone in Gotham. And they actually made a deal where they would meet up a year afterwards to decide, what exactly they're going to do. And on top of that, there's like a whole bunch of other Batman books that's taking place in the future, where you have Lucius Fox's kid is the new Batman, and Bruce, he's wearing the old suit without the cape, and he's trying to figure out, how he's going to survive in this future. Then there's Harlequin. It's so much crazy stuff going on right now.
Right.
With the new run. But I would read those. There's, and I have to go to the shop and pick up my new books this week, because I'm a bit behind. I'd say about by 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So usually
okay.
I would pick it up like.
So those are like what you're going like that's your go-to series. You're staying on top of.
No,
right
I
now.
have more than this.
Yeah, but that's what you would recommend. Yeah. No, I figured you did. Yeah, but I saw on your Instagram you got the Berserker up, and it looked really interesting to me as well. That
I'm trying to get that one signed by Keanu. I gotta get the press.
Ooh,
that's
awesome.
He would definitely be somebody that would do that.
Slapped.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you should mention that, because in our next week episode we actually have Keanu Reeves on next week. No, we don't.
The guy we have on next week is nothing like Keanu Reeves. He's a cool guy. But
he'll sign it for you. No, but eventually that's
my
maybe. Hey, don't laugh too hard.
I love that Keanu has been in so many games and movies lately.
He's a cool dude, man. I feel like he would be, if he was in town and you caught him, he'd be like,
yeah, I'll be on the podcast.
Yeah, he's like, whatever. Yeah, exactly. What do you got back? Is that some
John Wick?
Figurines? Oh, John Wick. Mm-hmm. Oh shoot, yeah.
And Johnny,
I see him.
Johnny Silverhand right over here.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Man, you got quite the collection there.
I do. I love your collection back there.
Yeah,
I gotta say
that's nice. I need to get some cases like that for myself to show off some of my stuff, which I don't have nearly that much, but everything's digital now. It's so nice to have the physical. It's nice that you have all that physical stuff.
That's a pain in the ass to move it.
Yeah, yes, it is.
Move it.
It is a pain in the ass to move it. That's a good point, actually. But yeah, digital, physical. I don't know. I feel like physical. Do you think we're gonna lose physical pretty soon? Like, do you think it's gonna completely?
I don't.
No?
I feel like I'm not alone in this. I love the feeling of having a physical game. Not to mention the resale value. You can't resell a digital game. A physical game you can resell the disc.
But there's a convenience factor there, and with the world we live in, the cloud, and I'm not gonna say, "Oh, I got you on here. I'll jump us all in here." You're gonna be the star today. No, I don't want to use the world pandemic world we live in. People are more inclined to stay at home, and I think it's pushing more people to do digital than already
I've bought
before.
3 games digitally. That is Assassin's Creed Black Flag 4 when it came out. So this is years ago. This is the first one I bought.
Yeah.
Then Pokemon Snap a couple months ago when it came out.
Right.
And Horizon Zero Dawn because it was free on the PlayStation Store for me.
Yeah.
Like 2 months ago.
I feel like do you think like digital media, as in like games, movies, I feel like that's more susceptible to digital like consumption, doing it online, whereas like a medium like comics or like books, they have Kindles and I feel like that to me is more sacred in the physical.
You could
realm.
Okay. Well, the thing is, there's a convenience factor there too.
There is.
If you're downloading like a comic book and you want to go to a certain page, click.
Yeah, but I feel like
in a comic book, it's.
I feel like you have a more visceral experience with the comic book because you're actually touching it to read it. Whereas a video game,
dude, I lick every video game disc that I buy, bro. I mark my fucking territory.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I just feel like it's more important to me. I'm just saying myself to have like if I'm reading a comic book or book, to have the actual physical copy to look at, because it's like,
yeah,
I don't know. I just feel like that medium, you interact with it more physically than
to me right now
or disc.
I personally just love having a physical game in my hand, But if I had to get real technical with it, it comes down to resale value at the same
Yeah.
time. You know, because I would hate to buy a digital game and not like it and think, man, I can't even make any money back on this.
So what if you could resell your digital license?
If I could resell a digital license, I would still be it'd be really hard for me, but I think I'd buy more games digitally.
Yeah. What about you, Vito? How do you feel about this whole
I
debate?
treat it as if it's like collecting card games. I mean, collecting cards.
Yeah.
Like comics, you can trade with your friends. You
And
can
that-
go to the shop.
That's a good point
and-
about comics too. I feel like they have a much bigger collective value.
Yeah.
To
Right.
them.
You can go to the shop. You can sell it. You can go to the flea market and sell it or trade it with other comic owners at the flea market. Video games, it's the same deal. Video games is actually getting into that same market where you can sell it, like just like earlier when I was looking at the one game you were telling me
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. That's
They're starting
That's
to slab
true.
video games now.
yeah.
Companies that slab comic books, they're slabbing video games now. I know that if you were to buy like Pokemon Blue or Pokemon Red today, you would have to fork over at least maybe $200 or $300 for it.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
No, I agree with that.
I've got to have copies of those in my parents' house. I had both those games on my Game Boy.
I've got
my clear Game Boy.
a goofy story here actually about what you were just talking about. I went to GameStop and I have a lot of N64 games still because I was an idiot and gave away my console but kept my games. Should have kept the console is my point. Not giving away the games. I should have kept the console. But I was selling a lot of like Wii and PS3 games and stuff like that to buy one of the new games coming out. And at the end of it, she gave me like my total. I was like, wait, I got one more. And I was joking around. I brought like one N64 cartridge with me just to mess with her. And I hold it out and it's Mario Kart 64. And she goes, oh yeah, that's like $26. And I was like, that's the most expensive thing that I brought here today. She's like, yeah, Virtual Console comes back around all the time. And I was like,
Dang.
I don't even know. Like I have a gold mine sitting in my drawer
Yeah.
at home, dude. But
Well, I know the Golden Zelda, like the original Golden Zelda cartridge, which my aunt had, probably still has. I don't know what the value of that. I know it's like insane. You
Yeah.
know what I'm talking about? A Link to
Yes.
the Past, I think it is, or yeah, the value on that is crazy to buy that right now.
it's insane. Man.
I'm actually gonna look that up real quick on eBay.
But I think people like Paper Falcon was saying, they're not going to want to give up those collector's items and stuff like that. Like there's steelbooks coming out. There's
Steelbooks, yeah.
special pre-order bonuses and stuff like that. I mean, it's all kinds of stuff.
It's just like when I bought the Final Fantasy 14. Was it 8 years ago? The first collector's edition. That box, oh my god, it's such a beautiful box. Even though it was smaller back then, I'm
Yeah.
talking about Realm Reborn, not the 1.0 content, the one that was. We don't talk about that. The Realm Reborn box, it was done.
Yeah.
The artwork was done by Yoshitaka Amano,
Mm-hmm.
and it had like all the Warriors of Light on it, and there's a huge crystal,
Yeah.
and they're just like spinning around it and everything. And I'm like, man, that's a good representation of, an online Final Fantasy game because you can play any one of those roles you want,
Yeah.
any one. And then,
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say that as the years went by, and then they started rolling out new collector's editions, the boxes started becoming bigger because they started including the actual figures, like the dragon figure, the dragoon.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Such a good class. I miss the metal. You mentioned that, like the metal books. I remember Perfect Dark Zero on the Xbox 360 had the freaking metal book, and I just remember games. They don't see that anymore, really. With that metal, with the plastic clear over, it's just so nice. But I will say, going back to comics, games do have the collective value as well now, like you're saying nowadays. But you compare games to comics, and it's almost like they're in a different league because you have comics that will have variant covers. Anyone who collects comics realizes there's like multiple variants to a certain comic, different artwork, and then a lot of them can be like 50 only made or 100, and I have actually a lot of those with the Darkness, and I was hoping they would make a movie. They were going to make a movie off it, and then it didn't do it.
That'd be
So
a
I was
good
like,
movie,
that would
though.
have helped. It would have been a great movie and it would also help my my value of my collection go up quite a bit.
Right.
But the movie would have been great, yeah. But like that the one I showed you with all the schoolgirls, like that's a really rare variant cover. But I feel like with video games, you don't quite have that much variety with covers. You know, you still have the variety with the games and the rarity of them.
You get launch edition, ultimate edition, gold edition.
Yeah, but that's
it also
not quite the
depends
same.
on the region too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Japan a lot when they release games and stuff. They always have completely different launches. I know on the N64 it was really big with stuff like that. I don't know about nowadays, but I'm sure it is still just as much.
Yeah, definitely. And I've seen that a lot with the classic, even the classic consoles, where it's like this game was only available in Japan. You know, like some of the older. I don't know if you guys have seen some of those retro consoles that were really bizarre. There was one console that was built into a VCR, and it was like a 3DO console. It wasn't I don't think it was 3DO, but it was around that era, to where they sold it as a VCR, but then you could also play games on it because they knew people were not going to pay. You're looking at me like I'm crazy, but it's really weird. I watched some of those old.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. There was a whole bunch of slew of games like that where the companies would. They would not. Basically, the consoles were way more expensive because they weren't selling the software on them. They were just selling the hardware, right? So a lot of the times now consoles are cheaper because it's the same developers that make the games. They make money off the games.
Is it called Action Max?
It might have been, yeah.
I just looked it up.
Yeah.
$80 on Etsy.
Maybe not though. Console. I know they're actually worth a lot of money now. That might not be the one.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But it was like a VCR, VHS player, but it was built. Yeah, maybe it was that. No. Anyway, there was a lot of those consoles. If you watch like some of the Angry Video Game Nerd videos and things like that, you'll see like those weird, obscure. I mean, some of the ones that weren't super obscure, like the 3DO, that was a pretty classic one that people knew that was like way overpriced. Not overpriced. It's just like I said, they just sold one company just sold the hardware for it, and then they would allow third parties to develop on the console.
What is it? MK1 VHS game system.
It might have been something like that. But like you saw that where it was like maybe $1,000 for this thing, you know, because they were making all their money off the actual hardware. And they were making it because like now you got Sony and Xbox that they can discount
money off the games.
Yes, they can discount the actual hardware by a lot because
they sell it by a loss. They sell it at a loss.
They sell it at a loss. Back then there was a couple consoles like the 3DO was one of them, and there was several in that vein that just none of them worked out, and the technology for them were. You know, some of it was more advanced, but the developers
it was just too expensive at the time.
Too expensive, yeah. The Jaguar was another one, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like something you really got to drag people into with the games,
right?
In order to get them to buy the console.
And nobody had the money to pay for the consoles unless you were, you know, your parents were rich or something, and then
it was just like, why don't you have fun with this?
Yeah, exactly.
So now that we're kind of through the whole like digital gaming thing, what do you guys think about game streaming, like the Stadia and stuff like that? You guys think that's ever gonna get big? I don't think it is, honestly.
No.
That's hard to say. I don't think it is. Not anytime recently, like anytime soon.
I think it's a great idea. I just think
I don't think
internet
technology's
connectivity
there.
is just so volatile that it would be impossible.
I think we would have to make advances in that, and it would have to be more widespread for people to have like ridiculously awesome connections for that to work out. Because in something like that, when you're streaming a game,
you want max resolution,
yes,
max performance, and you can't do that with Wi-Fi.
And like a microsecond of delay, even the microsecond of delay is going to ruin the experience for you. You know, it doesn't matter really. I mean, some games, if you're playing like a puzzle game or something, might work with it. But any type of game, any type of
action game
with any type of input,
like Horizon Zero Dawn or Breath of the Wild
or Ratchet and Clank,
stuff like that. Yeah, Ratchet. Oh my God, dude, I want to play Ratchet and Clank so bad, but I'm on PS5 because I'm a loser.
I don't see
for
it
example,
being a thing.
PlayStation Now.
I tried that when I had the PlayStation.
crap.
It was crap. I bought into it and I was like, oh, seems like a good idea. It sounds cool to play some of the older games. I'm like, this sucks. I really wanted it to work too. I was like, I was excited about like Medieval and like I don't know if you guys played.
I know Medieval.
Other ones. Yeah,
I never played it.
I think
but
they
I know what it is.
remastered it.
They did. That's why I know
recently.
what it is.
Yeah, it's a great game, man. That was such a good game.
It's like Ghost Rider, right? It's like a flaming skeleton head.
No, he didn't have a flaming head.
The hell am I
Sir, what was his name? Sir something.
Shit, you got me wanting.
He didn't have a flaming head. He was a skeleton.
I'm thinking of Dead Cells.
Sir Fortescue. Yeah, that was what the guy's name was. Sir Daniel Fortescue. And Dead Cells. Yeah. No, I gotta retcon this because you're just making us look stupid. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna bring up the Wikipedia. So this is Sir Daniel Fortescue. He's got
Yes.
He could detach his head and throw it at enemies. No, he could not do that. He could use his arm though. He could take his arm and hit people with it. Yeah, he could throw his arm at people. That game was fantastic, dude. I really wanted to play the remaster. I'm kind of bummed I didn't.
I got one more question for you guys about E3. It was before E3, but like by a day. What are you guys thinking about Elden Ring? You guys gonna play it?
Yes.
Of course.
I'll probably play Elden Ring. Yeah.
Of course.
It looks good.
Yeah,
That's
I've
the
seen
other
a
one I
lot
was excited
of.
for.
I'm excited. I'm excited for it. I saw a lot of negative comments. I looked at the trailer and there's a lot of shit. People saying like,
But the game's unfinished,
right?
and that trailer, like the fact that we even got a trailer, astounded me, bro.
But I will say the things that they said, the negative stuff they said was like, oh, it looks just like Dark Souls, and oh, it's da-da-da. I'm like, well, for one, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, Dark Souls is
I
one of the
actually
best
enjoy-
games ever.
Yeah, and I enjoy that. Yeah, I enjoy that type of gameplay. I enjoy that art style. I enjoy like the grotesque kind of like dark, gothic look, and I enjoy that kind of combat. I don't think there's. I can see how people sometimes would complain about things like, this it's just like this game is just like the other game. It's like it's a sequel.
They did it like 4 or 5 times, but and
maybe,
but compared to a bad game,
Yeah, but if the way I look at it is like if the gameplay, if it works and the gameplay is enjoyable, like Gears of War is an example. I know you guys aren't Xbox people, but the multiplayer in that, like I enjoyed the first game. I enjoyed the first game more than most of the other ones. I haven't played all of them. But I will say that the next iterations were very similar. They just built upon it, added new weapons and whatnot. But I enjoyed the gameplay. So it's like, yeah, it's not super variant, but I think there's nothing wrong with that if it's a game you enjoy.
It's a wheel that works,
Yes, exactly. Now a game like Halo, I'm not a huge fan of Halo, but people who enjoy Halo, they can appreciate that nothing much has changed in it.
Infinite looks pretty good.
Does it?
I'm not a big Halo player. I've never actually played Halo except for when I had an Xbox One S for about 3 months.
Right.
And the new Infinite, it looks.
And I'm not saying that
pretty
to shit on Halo because I played a lot of the Halo games. I'm just saying like I've seen both sides of the coin of the argument because there's been games that I've enjoyed and then the mechanics haven't changed much. I'm like, well, I really enjoyed the mechanics before, so I'm okay with the mechanics not drastically changing,
Yeah.
But then I've seen games that I haven't greatly enjoyed before, and then I see iterations of it that look similar, and I'm like, this is the same shit as before. I'm still not going to enjoy it. But then I realize I'm like, well, that game's just not for me. So I'm not going to shit on someone else's good time. Like, if they enjoy that, it makes sense why they wouldn't completely reinvent the wheel, like you said.
Yeah.
But that's just my perspective. I'm excited about it. If it's like a Dark Souls game with more open world features,
cool.
That's fine with me. If it's like Bloodborne, like that's cool too. Like,
no, I'm excited for Elden Ring. And I'm glad they're making it, and I'm glad we actually got like a trailer for it and stuff like that.
If the graphics are a little dated, I'm not a graphics whore, so if it's gameplay, I've always felt gameplay over graphics 100%. Right. If you get both, that's great. But
that bad boy's got to perform.
Yeah, if you can have both, it's great. But if I have to sacrifice one, I'm 10 out of 10. I'm going to sacrifice the gameplay.
Then you don't have a PS5.
I'm going to sacrifice the graphics over the gameplay. I feel like kids nowadays feel like the opposite, but I grew up on pixel art. I still appreciate pixel art. So
I think I'm the youngest here for sure, but I think the three of us can still agree. Like graphics aren't the biggest deal to me in the world,
Right.
No, I can still appreciate games PlayStation 1 games, PlayStation 2
And
games.
I could go back. I could boot up Launch Edition Jack and Daxter right now and have a blast. Sly Cooper,
Yeah.
bam, good
And
times.
like we were talking about before, like I actually miss those like Symphony of the Night, Metroid, Castlevania games, the two old 2D
yeah, the
games
side-scrollers.
with the I like pixel art still. I think there's a place for those games today, and I wish that there was more of that. But
No, there's more of it. I mean, it's in
yeah,
the indie
a lot more
community,
indie.
though.
Yeah, it's it's always a gem for me whenever I find
Bless you.
Corona.
Thank you.
Did it
Thank you
before
very
me.
much. I'm vaccinated. Thank
Shouldn't
you
have
very
drank that Corona, man.
I do not drink Corona. I could be like dehydrated like completely for like 3 weeks and not drink Corona.
What's wrong with Corona?
It's disgusting.
It's not bad. Put a lime in
I
it.
hate Coronas, man.
How do you feel about Land Shark?
Yeah, it's better than Corona.
They're the same to me. They're like in the same. Which I like both of them. So
What about Newcastle?
I like Newcastle.
Newcastle.
I do like Newcastle.
What kind of? So I'm not
It's much
trying
more
to,
bitter than Corona.
Not trying to sidetrack, but you said you're a sake and a bourbon guy, right? So what bourbon? What tickles your whistle?
I'd have to say
Tickles your
Kentucky.
whistle. That was a weird expression. Just came at me. Kentucky,
Kentucky bourbon.
like Kentucky bourbon.
Yeah.
Is there any like specific brand or whiskey?
Oh, Eat Snow is back. Sorry, go ahead. She might be under the influence or
No,
something.
that's the thing. I don't really drink as much. I don't
Yeah,
really
no,
drink
there's
as much.
nothing wrong with that.
So I don't really remember the name of the brands, to be honest.
So what's your go-to? Like, I know you're kind of like I don't know the phrase for it. Japanese phobe, or I don't know. Like, you know a lot about
Japanophile?
Japanese culture. What?
Japanophile?
Japanophile, yeah.
Japanophile.
I almost slipped up and threw the no. So what's your go-to? Like, I like Japanese candy. I like exploring their ramen. Is it called ramen? I don't know. I'm not pronouncing that right, but the
Japanese
soda.
soda. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are
The
good.
marbles. Have you ever had those, Jack? You never had a ramen? So it's like a glass bottle, kind of like not like this. But
Oh, and you have to
similar.
pop the marble
You pop
out?
the marble down.
Yeah, I've had
into
that
it.
before.
Yeah. So what's your go-to Japanese soda or of any kind? They always have super interesting
snack.
stuff. Or snack. Yeah.
I would have to say the melon kind.
Melon. They do have a lot of
Green
melon and
melon?
flower candies, which is good. Like rose.
I haven't
rose
really
flavored
tried
stuff.
any of the Japanese candies yet.
Really?
But I have.
I might
I
have
was
to
on
get
a
some
kick
for
like last
us.
few months ago for Calorie Mates.
Calorie Mates? Wait, what? What is that?
Okay, so Calorie Mates is like a biscuit. It's like a it comes in different flavors. There's chocolate, there's cheese, there's grapefruit. Excuse me a sec.
Cheese.
My allergies are acting up right now.
Oh, you're
good,
fine.
you're good.
You're fine. You're fine.
Chocolate, cheese flavor, grapefruit, and then there's like a melon flavor, I believe.
Melon.
And
That
the first time I
sounds
heard about
interesting.
this was in Metal Gear Solid 3.
Yeah. Okay.
And I remember it was 2008 that I first bought one because that was the same year that 4 had come out
Yeah.
and everybody was scrambling to get a PS3 back then.
Yeah,
And after that, I forgot about it, didn't buy it for a while. And then, like, one day, like, a few months back, I said, you know what? Let me get a whole case of them. So I ordered a whole bunch of them on Amazon.
Yeah.
And when I'm on my break or whatever, snack break,
Yeah.
I would just open a box and just eat one.
Hell yeah. They're called Calorie Mates.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll have to look into that. I think I'm gonna in future episodes because we're always looking for interesting stuff to eat. The last episode I ate
Death Nut.
Death Nut, which I have.
A level 5.
Wait, I should bring this up because before we end the show, you're an artist. I was an artist as a child. I just want you guys to appreciate this. When I went back to my parents' house and I almost doxed my parents. Oops. I found this photo. This was elementary school. I'd say maybe 4th grade. But I just kind of want you guys to appreciate this. And tell me, out of 1 to 10, what do you think of the
Turn the
self-portrait?
ring light on. Oh, wait, no. Is there glass in front of it?
There's glass, yeah.
Oh, never mind then.
We'll see what it looks like. I feel like I might need the ring light for it, though.
No,
this was a
not with the
self-portrait.
glass. The glass will make the glare worse.
You see
That's
that
really good.
self-portrait there?
You look like
You appreciate the bowl cut because that's what
from Ned's Declassified.
That's the hairstyle I had.
You did this drawing. This is
I
drawing,
did. Yeah, this was like in 4th grade, I think, art class. And then you can identify it because of the signature.
Way better than I could ever do on art.
You want to hear a
Snow.
funny story about
Eat
that?
Snow just gave you an amazing. What's the word here? Appraisal there.
She's offering you $1 million for it right now. I think
you should sell. Just sell.
All right.
Sell.
You got it.
Sold.
Eat Snow.
Sold.
Next time I'm in town, you can pick this up. All right. Yeah, that was the haircut I had all throughout.
Very
Elementary
good
school.
for a 4th grader, she says as she pulls up her pants.
You know the funny thing about this painting or this drawing, I remember my art teacher was really nice, and I would start to draw a nose and be like, "How do you do that?" And then she would erase my nose, and then she would start to draw it for me. They're like, "How do you draw good lips?" And then so she basically drew this for me, but I think I ended up drawing most of it, but she helped me along quite a bit there. But anyway, the Death Knight, yeah. So we like to try different things out, which you guys have seen this multiple times. Ghost Rider, as Titty Twister Tony said, looks like the Ghost Rider. So I'm always looking for new extreme. So it's negative one. So she's gonna take money from me.
You're getting robbed, sir.
Yes.
This is a stick
boy.
up. Put them up.
She's gonna hang it in front of the toilet. Nice. Yeah, so I'm always looking for something new for us to try out. So Japanese culture has a lot of interesting flavored things. You know, I was thinking sour, something really sour next. Do you know of anything like super sour? Paper Falcon.
We should take handfuls of wasabi.
Wasabi.
This is not really candy or anything.
Yeah.
You might not like this.
Which is great for content. I hope I don't like it.
If you can get your hands on it, though, that's the thing.
Might.
Fermented natto.
Natto?
Natto. I've
Heard of it before, but I don't remember what it is.
Fermented natto.
Well,
can you spell this for me?
It is worse than
Nato?
I wouldn't say it's worse than stinky tofu. But it's like
natto. Nato?
natto.
You say fermented, so will it get me drunk?
No, it's a food.
Soybean?
Yeah.
I'm seeing some soybean powders I'm looking on Amazon right now. Korea, fermented. New York, Japanese probiotic superfood. Here we go. Large bean organic natto, made in Vermont. Sticky fermented certified organic soybeans. $59.95.
No, it ain't.
Case of 12.
No, it ain't worth the $59.95. Trust me.
A case of 12. We got to eat a case of 12 of these suckers.
Yeah.
What do you think? Anyway, so
that's $5 a soybean.
I'll probably look into get some Japanese candy or something in the future. I want to get something really sour. You've never had an actual warhead before, have you?
No.
You had the beer. That would have been a great episode to have the warheads on with the beer.
I have 2 more warhead beers.
Okay. Well, that might be something. Warhead is sour, but I want something extreme. We need something extreme. Warhead's a very extreme. When you say Paper Falcon warheads are pretty extreme.
We want to test the limits
But I want to go like, that was what I ate as a kid. I want something super sour. So anyway, in the future, we're going to look into some more interesting foods. So if you have any suggestions in the comments or
I was going to say,
let us know.
Something for like lunch or something. If you're eating either a steak or lasagna, you should get some kimchi.
Kimchi? I've seen kimchi in the stores. Good. They have like a spicy kimchi in a glass jar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want something good.
I think you've seen me eat it before.
I have. I think so. Yeah, I believe I have. I want something that'll be offensive. Yeah. So anyway, I think let me bring up your Instagram one more time. Get your bring that up so we make sure everyone can see that before we wrap this up here. Because I can see Jack. I can see the gears turning. He's got the dad joke.
At the end dad of the episode, joke on the way.
In the Horizon Zero
Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn in my head.
Yeah, so I'm gonna bring up here. So we got it's Paper Falcon art, And it's going to be, if you want a commission done, because I kind of did you dirty in the beginning. I didn't mean to. We didn't record in the beginning. It's if they need to get a commission, they can direct message you there or neosnake4@gmail, correct?
That's correct.
At gmail.com. And yeah, we got some really freaking cool stuff on there, I got to say. And even like metal Batman there. That's pretty dope. But yeah, we might have to hit you up for some commission. And look at this. Look at this handsome fellow again. I can't believe that guy.
I gotta see our kangaroo in that style right there. I gotta see it.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty dope. It's like a vampire Batman type situation. Count Bruce the Bat. That's dope. Is there anything else you want to? Oh, look at that little dude from the Mandalorian.
That's Grogu.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you want to add before we wrap this up, Vito? Any more shout outs you want to throw out there? Do you have a Twitch? Do you have a Twitch? Do you do gaming? Do you stream
I
your?
game. My Twitch is it's Paper Falcon 4.
Paper Falcon 4. Okay.
Alrighty.
Paper Falcon 4.
Sometimes I would draw. Sometimes I would stream random games.
Okay.
I haven't really been on there in a while to really stream any games.
I understand that.
And YouTube.
YouTube. What's your YouTube?
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I don't really know it off the bat.
No, you're good. I know it's always.
It is.
I looked at Paper Falcon, and there's actually a guy showing you how to like create a Paper Falcon on a paper airplane. It's pretty cool.
Ghost Echo Studios.
Okay, hang on. Ghost Echo Studios.
Ghost Echo Studios. That's
a
an
cool
awesome name, dude.
Yeah, we should have named Ghost Echo.
Ghost Echo Podcast.
Ghost Eckies.
Oh, I like it.
Ghost. So it's Ghost Echo Studios. Am I spelling? Is it spaced?
No. Ghost
all together.
Together.
One.
Ghost and Echoes together.
Okay.
And then Studios.
Studio. I spelled studios.
Is that you right there? Are you a skinny white girl?
Hey, there you are.
Hold on.
All right.
I'll go ahead and put it into.
Yeah, just put a link in the chat.
Yeah, you can give us private chat.
You can put it in the public too.
I don't know if I tried to post in the public earlier.
Oh, it wouldn't work.
It wouldn't let me. Yeah.
I guess wait. There is a. Oh, there he goes.
How did you do that?
Oh, I got it on the. I put it in our stream, but it won't let me. Won't let me click on it. Okay, hang on.
Tell you what, we can leave a link in the YouTube.
Yeah,
video.
we'll leave a link in the YouTube video, and you can see it right there on the bottom. I got it in our stream right now.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm talking about.
There we go. Technology. Do you have any dad jokes for us there, Paper Falcon Vito? Yeah, or any joke. We always end it with a dad joke, so I thought if you wanted to throw one,
I've got
out
one
there
cooking over here.
He's always got one on standby, but.
Oh, I got one I saw the other day.
Okay.
So I'm walking in the kitchen, and I'm knocking on the refrigerator. My mom's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, I don't know. Maybe the mayonnaise is probably dressing in there."
Oh, mayonnaise. We could get into a whole topic about that, but we're not going to. You got one for us here, Jack?
Yeah. So here we go. This is a little bit longer winded than most of them. But you know what? We're gonna go for it.
Go for it.
So this young kid, 17 years old, going to prom, and he's got to do a lot of prep for prom.
Bless you. He's allergic to bad dad jokes. I think
he goes to the tuxedo rental place.
Yeah.
And waits.
Oh my God! Now it's all coming out. I'm sorry.
He waits all freaking day, dude. He waits all day at this tuxedo rental place, like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
And the next day, he has to go get a bouquet and whatever the fuck else the people wear, like flowers. Corsage. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
And he waits there all fucking day too. He's forever, dude. Like 5-6 fucking hours just in line waiting for this. And he's getting tired of this prom prep stuff. So he goes to the limo rental place the next day. Again, waits all fucking day. So he gets the limo rental. But this is where the problem comes out. He cannot get anybody to drive the fucking limo. So he did all that work. and now he has nothing to show for it.
Nice. Nothing to show for it. Yeah.
Oh my
Good
God.
one. All right. Thanks for joining us, Paper Falcon.
Thank you so much. We appreciate
Until
it.
next time,
for having me.
this is Mind Hops.
You've been listening to Mind Hops. Make sure to like, rate, and review, and we'll be back soon. But in the meantime, follow us on Twitter at Mind Hops. From there, you can get updates and submit questions for upcoming shows.
Comment, like,
Thank you for
subscribe,
listening.
whatever you
See
want.
you
If you lasted this far in the podcast, we love you.